Well, my man, how are you getting
I'm all good.
on?
Oh, I'm going to turn up this volume first, actually, folk. What are you drinking?
I am drinking. I've got an 8 pack of Bulmers here, and before I actually got here, I've had 4 pints already.
Oh, you had 4 pints, so you've been in a pub already.
No, I was at my mum's house. I'm staying at my mum's for Christmas for a couple of weeks, so we had a bit of dinner, had a couple of pints. Fucking grand.
Lovely. I tell you, it's fucking Christmas. The only time of the year you can do it and get away with it. It's
Oh,
lovely.
fuck it, yeah. And I even put up if anybody. Oh, we were saying that we'd fucking drink away for a podcast, and there was a couple of people saying, "Yeah, man, you got to go get pissed for a podcast." I was like, "Yeah, I know. They want to make fun of us, but fuck it, why not? Be a bit of a laugh,
Yeah.
boy."
Yeah, it's a pity. I'm not on the same level as you are now. I'm literally just for getting home, and the only alcohol I have is like fucking rosé and bit of a bit of Jaeger, so I might have to have a few shots of that.
Sure, fuck it. I've always wanted to do this, man. Always wanted to just get absolutely trashed. Watch myself the next day, even though it's gonna be cringe. I don't know, but fuck it. Why not?
Do you know what? You're fucking why not? You're dead right.
Yeah. Well, I think the ship has sailed for the two of us, that we're putting ourselves out there in public anyway. The ship has sailed a long time ago.
Yeah, like I think anyone who wanted to judge us has probably already done it, so I think we kind of can't really do much wrong otherwise, unless we really push the boat out. So I think it's gone too far at this stage.
100%. Even if they didn't judge us 100%, well, even if they were like at 85, they're still judging us anyway. So fuck it, whatever.
Jeez, rosé is absolutely disgusting. I'm just taking I only poured like a quarter glass. It's disgusting.
Hang on, rose now is the is not the wine or champagne together, is it, or something? No,
I don't know what it
prosecco.
is. It's Santa Helena. Santa shite. It's very spicy now. It's not great. There's wine in here as well now. I don't know. I might have a look at that. I'm drinking like a fucking woman this evening. I would have loved an 8 pack of Bulmers. Seeing what
Has
this will do.
has the new girlfriend now put you on this stuff now, dude, or
No,
what are
this
you
is
doing?
actually all mine. Well, in fairness, like she kind of bought it and then it ended up in my house. But yeah, she mix. Sometimes people mix it with like Sprite and it gets a bit nicer. But yeah, like wine is pungent shit. Sometimes to drink on your own. I mean, drink on its own.
Rose with Sprite.
Well, oh, sorry, not rosé with Sprite. Wine with Sprite. White. What the fuck? Look at this shit. Senor de Chical.
Senor de Chica. Okay,
Cheap shit.
I don't know that stuff now.
Yeah, I can't say I know it myself, but sure.
I don't know if I've actually ever had I must have had rose over the years, somewhere down the fucking line. I can't
Well,
remember this stuff though.
I bought it because I thought it was West Coast Cooler, and like, do you know, West Coast Cooler is like a sugary drink. It's like drinking fucking Ribena. And then sure, I
Yeah.
bought that shit, and sure, it's nothing like it.
Oh, for God's sake! How did you make that mistake? Did you actually make the mistake of buying it?
Oh yeah, I didn't want that at all. I took a first sip of it. So what is that shit? I wanted fucking West Coast Cooler. West Coast Cooler is fucking lovely. You drink that with your breakfast, like.
That's a woman's drink, Dan. What are you doing? Come on.
I couldn't give a fuck. Once it tastes nice, that's all I care about.
Well, all right. I respect that. I gotta
Because
admit.
I had a Guinness the other day, and I'm not very like proud to say it, but I had a Guinness the other day, and I drank half of it, and I actually felt like, do you know how people say, "Oh, I'm gonna get sick." I actually felt like I was about to get sick, and I'm not proud to say that, but
What, as in you don't like it, or
no,
what?
I don't like it. No, I don't know why I don't like Guinness. Because I was in a Christmassy pub, so I was like, fuck it, I have to have a pint of Guinness. But no, it just wasn't. Didn't sit with me. I don't know what it was. It's a very. I don't know. Do you drink Guinness much? But it's a very like kind of colouredy feeling in your. It's like you don't really know what the flavour is. It's kind of just fucking a million things at once. Now it looks really nice, but I don't think I couldn't drink like these lads who drink fucking 8 or 9 pints of Guinness in a night. Jeez, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, I've never been a Guinness man ever. I've tasted it. I'm like, ugh, I don't like the taste. Not one bit. If somebody gave me a free pint of Guinness or even a free night in the piss on a Guinness, I'd be like, no, I'm okay. Cheers, man. No, work on, work on.
Yeah, same. I take the money. Like I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't take it. But even Bulmers though, your stomach must be like a fucking volcano after 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, it is, man. I do. I must say, no, I do have like gastritis sometimes. You know what that is?
No.
Gastritis now that you just like get too much acid in your stomach, and like all of a sudden, like you might feel a bit fucking. And by the way, if any listeners and you don't know what it is, like I only copped onto it about maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and I've been drinking for fucking decades. So like, all of a sudden, I just started going fucking mental in my head. I'm like, okay, what the fuck is wrong with me? And a lot of times, our bad moods come from, and this is no joke. A lot of the times, our bad moods come from too much acid buildup in our stomach, or just our body in general. All of a sudden, you start to neutralize the acid in your stomach. You start to calm down. And it's like, no. Now, when I heard this first, I was like, no, that's bollocks. Come on, look, I'm just in a bad mood in general. But like, we are what we eat. You know that saying? We are what we fucking eat. And I tell you, man, there's a lot to be said about that. There really is.
I never heard that one. That's a new one. So what? It's the acid in your stomach. That's a factor for. How does that? How does that explain itself? Do you know, like, in detail why, or do you understand why, or is it just?
Well, okay. Well, look, I've a bit of experience with this stuff. Like, I used to, as you know, I used to race cars, so I had to eat a lot of healthy food as I was going along. Like, really had to keep an eye on my diet, but I didn't know really of the acid buildup that you get in your stomach, simply because I wasn't eating the acidy shit or drinking that much, so I didn't have to even look at that problem. But then you give up the racing, you retire from racing, whatever it is, and all of a sudden then you're drinking it, and all of a sudden your mood is a bit weird, and then my mom is really good now with vitamins and things like that, and the right homeopathic medicine and things like this, and she was putting me on this acidophilus. It's called acidophilus, and you can get it in the health store. And I tell you, man, a lot of people have either IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, which, well, I don't have that, but I got just very acidy stomachs, and I don't know what it is. Probably just don't drink enough water. But I'm telling you, man, a lot of people out there think they've got some problem that, oh, I'm going fucking crazy and I'm going mental, and geez, what's wrong with me? But sometimes it can be physical, and a lot of times it's you are what you eat. Now, that saying's been around quite a bit now. I know there's fucking generations between us here, like, but you are what you eat, and that's the saying that I've grown up with. And I'm telling you, man, like, even if you do have got shit going on in your life, like family stuff or girlfriend, wife stuff, God knows, whatever it is, a lot of this stuff can be a lot easier to deal with once you start eating the right shit. And there's like, this is what I've experienced. I'm no expert, by the way. I've experienced a lot of people that will actually have a lot of things wrong with them, but it's only because they're eating the wrong shit, because they're allergic to shit. Allergic to shit. And people don't even know it, because you have to go to a fucking health store, get a fucking one of those allergy tests for, what is it, like 250 quid these days. And yeah, you can try, I think they give you like 300 different ingredients to try, but that doesn't even mean that you're trying every single ingredient out there in the world. And you could be eating something dodgy, man, drinking something dodgy that just doesn't fucking agree with you. Or even worse, actually, I think, because if you're allergic to something, you'll get a bad reaction, and you'll kind of know, okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. But it's those ones that are kind of on the fence, as in they make you dodgy. They're in the negative figures, but you're just not sure. So like, you're kind of like, no, I'm grand. Maybe I'm just a bit hungry or tired. And they're the ones, because they're kind of like the silent killers. Or not killers, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Because who was I talking to ages ago about, like, allergies and stuff, and that, like, people, like ages ago, no one used to be allergic. Well, allegedly, no one used to be allergic to anything, and then suddenly, I think people. He explained it some way, but yeah, it's interesting, like, how much of it is actually just that you have never eaten a certain thing and there was a reaction you were going to get. I don't know. I know nothing about it. Like, there's probably a whole science side to it which I would know nothing about. But yeah, I'm just glad I'm not allergic to that. Like, could you imagine being allergic to fucking peanuts or something? And like something like that. Like, I'd hate to be limited like that.
Dude, I'm one of the unlucky ones when it comes to food. I'm allergic to wheat, yeast, dairy, tomato. What else is there? There's a couple of more, but I mean, that's pretty much a lot of shit. And before I got this allergy test, because I was actually like crashing my racing car, quite a bit when I started racing cars, right? My concentration was fucked. I was all over the place. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Even my team were saying, is there something up with this guy? Does he suck this much? Now, this is only for like 2 or 3 months, but I crashed the car quite a bit. And I don't know, there was just something wrong with me. And all of a sudden, my mother went, hang on a second. This could be his fucking diet. And not one person actually thought about the diet. And went for an allergy test. All of a sudden, I'm allergic to all the list above. And then all of a sudden, it was an unimaginable wake-up call. I think I was 15 at the time. And you can imagine now you're into fucking sweets and you're eating this and fucking that. And you see you're allergic to everything under the sun almost. So I had to go on this unbelievable strict diet. Like I was eating organic pasta with no sauce. It was the most blandest thing in the world. But after a while, it was actually kind of nice for me. But the thing is, people have allergies that they don't think they would have allergies. And like I would recommend to anybody that's listening to your podcast, man, or mine, get a fucking allergy test, because we're not just doing it one day. We're eating this shit every day, and you could be allergic to it, and you can build a tolerance. Yes, 100%, but it's not fucking sorting you out. It's not. It's fucking you up.
And what happened when you ate, like, say like yeast, so like even bread or like whatever, and or even fucking dairy, like if you drank a glass of milk or drank milk in your cereal, what happened?
You mean before the allergy test now?
Yeah, well, before I suppose it would have been the same either way, so it would have been the same.
Well, before the allergy test, it didn't feel as bad, but I didn't have the concentration 100%. Now, then when I had that allergy test, I had to literally just commit. I went, okay, I really want to race cars here at 15 fucking years of age, or what, 16, 15 or 16, whichever one. I went, okay, I got to give up everything. And I gave up everything. I went on this like pasta spaghetti diet. I went on this and that and eating porridge in the mornings, cut out everything within a few weeks. But the thing is, I wasn't like, oh, poor little Peter. No, after a couple of weeks, cravings were gone for all that shit. I was used to eating that stuff, and it was fucking grand. My concentration was unbelievable. Didn't crash the car again, and didn't do this or that. It was just unimaginable difference. And what a lot of the thing I found was that you're fighting a lot of the cravings as well. Do you know what I mean? And fuck, I mean, sure, anybody can have those cravings for any type of food, whether you're allergic or not. And like I would feel a bit kind of zooey, I'd say. So like if I had some bread now, which I'm allergic to, and if I had some bread, it would either make me feel really tired or a bit pissed off. And like I would like, oh, fuck you, Dan. I'd be like, fuck off. I'll go. What the fuck you on about? I'd be like, whoa, guys on edge. Really weird. Really weird.
And is the drink you're drinking right now not have yeast in it?
This is, without a shadow of a doubt, the most agreeable drink for me in my life. Bulmers.
Yeah.
Cider, yeah. Even though it still fucks up your stomach, and I still have a bit of a sensitive stomach as it is anyway, so I'm fucked. I'm fucked either way, man. But either I'll go into the frying pan because it's a bit less hotter than the cooker, the oven, But like it's fucked. Like no matter what drink anybody drinks anyway, it's gonna fuck you up in some degree, way, shape, or form.
True. And what's the plan for the evening? Is it a big drinking even now, or is it a quiet one?
Well, man, I become a big fucking alcoholic. Oh, and actually, sorry, speaking of the Bulmers is good for the old getting away from wheat and yeast. For anybody that's listening, it's really good. It's very, like, that was my I knew there was something I was about to say there. Maybe it's the drink getting to me already, but I think this is probably the most least wheat, yeast, sugar, or not sugar. Well, wheat, yeast, and dairy. Cider is probably the more neutral one that you can get, and it doesn't give you as bad as anything else. Do you know?
Yeah, well, that helps.
It does,
Yeah, I
man.
think
Well, what about you? Like, you've no allergies? You said.
no, nothing. Thank fuck. Like, I don't think like I don't know. Like, I think that's a very extensive list. I don't think I do, but I don't know. I'd like to think I have a high enough level of concern, but like I know it's definitely. Yeah, I definitely don't have allergies because I've eaten every fucking food under the sun.
Yeah.
So I I know if I was allergic to likes of peanuts, definitely, because like things like that you can't ignore because your face just swells up. So I think I would have realized that. But no, it's grand not being allergic. It's actually grand because I couldn't imagine what it'd be like. Even like in our school, I remember when I was in primary school, we weren't allowed to bring in fucking peanuts because I think one person was allergic to them. Kind of ruined it for the rest of us. Like you'd be kind of thinking, geez, we're not just sit in the other room, we can eat them. So it's bit of an inconvenience for us. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think. Yeah, unless there's some mad food that I've never eaten, maybe I am allergic to something. But I'd fucking highly doubt it, to be honest with you.
Well, can I'll just say this one thing to you. Like, you'd actually be quite surprised. And I'm not speaking about you or anybody. I'm no fucking expert on this, but like, I was very shocked when I went to I don't know what, I don't even what you call these people, the people that take the allergy test or whatever you call them, the
Yeah.
allergy tester. Like, I don't even know. Before I went there, that's all I knew. Eating shit or eating this or that, and I had this kind of concentration level. Okay, fine, because that's all I knew. But then all of a sudden, then I went from that to that. I went, holy shit, I can really fucking function here. So, do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that you have something, by the way. I'm just saying it for anybody that's listening, that you never know what you can get used to. Do you know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Yeah. And I suppose a lot of the time it's probably worth getting used to the stuff because like the likes of to not have milk or Jesus, to not have dairy or even like yeast. I suppose like yeast, like I suppose there's a lot of stuff you can put under yeast, but like to not have dairy in some way in your diet, I know that can kind of link to cholesterol sometimes. But I just couldn't imagine not like I don't really I suppose milk, yogurts. Yeah, I don't really eat cheese, but like I just couldn't imagine like the list you're after putting out there. I couldn't imagine. I don't think I'd be able to eat food. I think I'd just die instantly because I just wouldn't have any food. So I don't think I'd be able to live that life now, to be honest with you. And even if I was, I think I'd maybe just suffer my concentration levels a bit just to have food I liked. Unless it obviously fucking swelled my face up, like.
Well, can I? Sorry to interrupt you there. Now. Well, no, I tell you, man, you'd only lack in concentration for maybe about the first week because you got such a bad craving because you're used to such fucking, oh my god, I need that, and yet it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit, man. You know, uh, these cravings a lot of the time. Even I know this guy who's got diabetes, and like he lost 6 stone in like, I'm not guaranteed of those, but I think like 4 months, 6 stone. And he wasn't hugely overweight, not at all. He had a bit of meat on him, but grand. But like, he even said, "All right, okay, that's it. Fuck this. I'm done. I'm not eating sugary foods anymore." And he literally cut out all the kind of the small little things like the cookies and stuff like that. And he said, "Peter boy, after 2 weeks, I felt fucking grand." He said all the cravings gone. And he said, but it was hell for those 2 weeks. Hell.
And is that not? Well, that would nearly seem to me is sometimes that's probably more of an issue of what's in some of your food. Like when you talk about like say junk food and like say takeaways, sugary foods, like stuff like that does drain you. Like you can like say if you eat fruit and fucking pasta and all this like carbohydrates and good stuff all day, you kind of feel yourself being a bit more hyped up. But if you're eating fucking chocolate bars and drinking Coke and stuff like that, you kind of feel yourself. So I suppose that would drain your concentration levels as well. And I suppose we couldn't just say I'm allergic to Coke, like, but
Yeah.
it's I suppose it probably all is linked to what food is good and what food is bad. Like I remember ages ago, I had awful bad problems with my stomach, and one of the doctors reckoned it was down to me eating white bread and not brown bread. So I suppose everyone has there's different theories for everyone, I suppose. Like, but in the end of the day, like once you're eating fucking fairly well, right? Like everyone, at the end of the day, knows when they're eating shite. Like they don't like people really don't need dietitians to be telling them what like because they kind of have a bare idea of what food is right and wrong, like realistically. So And you'll know about how food makes you feel as well. Like the first fucking few bits of a spice bag might make you feel great, but like guarantee the end of it now isn't going to be a very enjoyable experience. Because like fucking hell, I don't think I've ever actually finished a spice bag. But it's stuff like everyone realistically knows what their own body feels like, so you'll know, you'll more or less feel like shite if food is shite, like,
That's interesting. So, like, maybe carbohydrates actually affect you more than you think, though, man. Because I don't eat carbohydrates, not really anymore. Not really. Like, I wouldn't be including them in my diet, and I find I got more energy not eating carbohydrates. I eat more protein and veg. Boom. I would stay away from the carbohydrates, though. Carbohydrates. I'd have carrots, veg. That's about it for veg. I'd have apples, bananas. I'd have a bit of steak, but like potato, carbohydrates, pizza, carbohydrates. They just make me fucking. Oh, I just want to go to sleep.
Wait, what does now?
Like any kind of carbohydrates, I'd have like especially pizza. I just want to go to sleep after like 20 minutes of having a couple of slices of pizza. I'm fucked. I'm done. Like, give me a bed. I'm done.
I remember one day I work in a shop, like, and one day a lad came in and he was giving out to like just kind of slagging lad off. One of the lads was drinking a Monster, like, and he said, "Oh, geez, you shouldn't be drinking that. That's awful bad for you." And obviously we agreed because it's Monster, like, it's not good for you, like. But then he said, "Oh, I eat a steak every day, like, and whatever. I eat a steak every day, and it's great for you and all this." I was thinking a steak every day, like, you'd be shitting out rocks, A, and B, like, I just think your energy levels would be fucking. You'd feel very like lackadaisical. I would think. I haven't eaten steak for every day of the week. I fucking barely eat steak. But I was thinking. I kind of turned my stomach when he said it. I was like, Jesus. Like, I'd rather drink a fucking Monster every day. Like, Jesus, your stomach would be in a better shape. So I couldn't imagine how. Yeah, I don't know. I remember he said, "Yeah, Jesus, I still remember that."
Well, do you know what I have to say here now? In the last, I'd say 2 years, I've had a lot of meat, a lot of steak. And before that 2 years, I'd be saying the exact fucking same thing. I was like, come here. You can't be going near that much fucking steak. Jesus, that's bad. That's bad. I'd be the exact same here now as you, as in like, here, fucking hell. But I don't know, for some reason I got this in kind of like a habit of like almost kind of like eating sweets where you're just eating these sweets every day. I just kind of had, I want a steak. Oh, I want another steak. Blah, blah, blah. And for me, because I saw this on the Joe Rogan show where Jordan Peterson is on about the carnivore diet. Now, by the way, I didn't see this diet and then go, oh, I'm going to do that diet. No, I was just kind of going, oh, actually, fucking hell, that's exactly what I do. And I didn't even realize that I was doing it. I just wanted steak every day and veg. And I felt really good. And for some reason, staying away from the carbohydrates helped me. Now, then again, maybe everybody's body is fucking different. And I do actually kind of think that people's bodies are different. Like, my mom could eat any sort of fucking drink any kind of wine or something, whereas my stomach would be in bits the next morning. Bits. Whereas same kind of food. Do you know where I'm going with this? Am I making sense?
Yeah, no, it's true. It doesn't make sense if people disagree or fucking argue about things so much when like you're assuming that the next person is the exact same as you. Exactly. It's like fucking someone being able to put down 9 or 10 Guinnesses, and I struggled to put down half a Guinness. Like,
Yeah.
so it's all,
Yeah.
everyone's kind of different, but I do like there's obviously some similarities, but like some people can probably eat fucking 7 steaks a week. I've never tried to do it. I don't even fucking haven't had a steak in ages. But I just made an assumption that anytime I eat steak, I feel kind of heavy and lethargic. So I just kind of made a thing in my head that if I did it 7 days a week, I'd feel very fucking lethargic. But obviously, everyone would be different. Like, that doesn't mean everyone's like me, because that would be, just a good few people on earth.
Well, you're a sports guy. What works for you? What would you consistently eat now every week?
I eat a good bit of chicken, and a good bit of rice. I eat a good bit of rice every week. Like, I'd have Usually I buy like a bit of chicken and Tesco every week, and I don't buy the rice, but the rice is usually at home. But I'd have that like I'd make up my meals like with 2 or 3 of them every week, and
Yeah.
I'd probably get whatever dinners I get as well, like just the likes of it's always carbs or like I got a burger today, but it's usually there's obviously a bit of meat, but it's never like too heavy. Like it's usually kind of carbs mix. It could be pasta and bolognese. Like it's a mix of carbs and protein. So like it's fucking screen is frozen again.
Oh, it's okay. No, I actually think this thing will actually keep going anyway, even though we don't see each other. But okay, is there any food that makes you give you more energy or less energy, or like like how do you differ? Okay, I got a big fucking event on now. I'm gonna eat this. Like, is there any particular food that you'd eat before an event to get energy?
Um, I don't know. I always feel like even like in work when I eat chicken and rice, like say I put like a curry sauce on it, I'd always feel like it'd just energize you. You know, you take 2 or 3 bites and you kind of feel like you're waking up again. So yeah, I suppose like a mix of like the carbs and the protein. But I'd like to think I eat balanced enough. I think it's a balanced diet is the main thing. Like I don't eat like there's nothing too top heavy about like how I eat. Like I don't eat fucking great, but like I think I'd like to think like most of the time like I'd eat a bit of protein, a bit of carbs. Um, my bit of fruit and stuff like that. But then obviously I'd eat my shite as well. And like like all day today I was like very hungry because I did like a long shift in like a different place I work. So it's kind of I was if you have it so like, if I don't like if you don't eat for a long time you crave bad shit. You don't be like oh yeah I love a banana sandwich now. Like you're like when you haven't eaten all day you're like I want to. I want a fucking kebab or not kebab, but like I want a fucking spice bag or I want something. You want something fucking
Yeah.
bit of dirt, like so um, it's keeping away from that sometimes because then you can at the weekend like I kind of tend to just kind of treat myself a bit more. But I don't know, like yeah, I think I think a mix of everything. I think if I went too many carbs and no protein, I wouldn't have any strength, and if I did too much protein and no carbs, and I'd fuck all energy to move around the place.
Well, okay, let me ask you another question. If you had to, whether it was a sport or you just okay, I've got to have you're going to go mountain climbing tomorrow, right?
Hmm.
And you need as much energy as fucking possible, and you're not going to go drinking tonight. What's the food you're going to eat tonight to give you the most energy?
Hmm. Yeah, that's the thing. Like a smart person would think like that, but I don't really think like that. Like I went hiking before. Um,
Yeah, I'll join your club here too. Yeah.
yeah, and the fact I've already started drinking probably fucking ruins it already.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah,
uh,
check out Albert Einstein here on the other end drinking a Bulmers.
yeah. Fucks the two fucking philosophers.
Two
Um,
fucking jockeys, yeah.
yeah, but yeah, I don't know because I'm trying to think. One time I went hike. I've gone hiking like twice, I'd say. But anytime I did that, like I didn't eat anything different the day before. I kind of just ate what I usually eat. So like people who like are thinking about trying to be as like at optimum level for doing it would probably have like bits of maybe not gels, but like they'll have like their I don't know, they might have a bit of caffeine that morning or like have a bit of pre workout if they're really fucking going far.
Well, okay, no, well, hang on. We'll go back to the question. But, like, as in, if you really know now, okay, fuck me. I've really got to make sure I'm fucking on the ball here tomorrow. Like, we've all had one of those, not every weekend or every month or every year, but, there's always that one day in, I don't know, fucking 1 or 2 years where you're like, Jesus, I got to make sure I'm fucking okay tomorrow. Then
Yeah.
again, you're in your 20s, I'm in my fucking 40s, so maybe it's a completely different scenario. Have you ever had that where you're like, I'll eat that now, tonight?
Yeah, no, but there is times when like you have something on the next day, like you could have a match or something that you have to be like you can't feel like shit for. So you kind of like right, you have to.
So what's your go-to meal the night before?
There probably isn't. I don't think there is one. I think I probably eat less. That's probably what I do because I eat like a fucking horse. Like that's why
Yeah.
like working a job like I don't know working some jobs don't suit me because like today I went like 9 to 1 without a break and then 2 to 6 without a break. So like I like to snack all during the day. Like I'd love ideally to have like food with me all the time. And then I'd eat 2 or 3 big meals. Like for a skinny cunt that I am, I'd eat like a fucking horse. But um yeah, I don't. I think I drink a lot of water. I think I don't. I think I drink a lot of water. It's more what I do outside of the food. I think I do like stretching stuff. I don't know why. I probably should, but like it probably shows what level of sport I'm at that I don't think about food as much. But like I don't think of that as a go to. Like it's kind of like I think about like stretching and stuff, and I think about like if you can do a bit of foam rolling or like if you can drink water, over what food I can eat, because I can't even think of like right, like if there was a big match or something tomorrow, or there's something big on tomorrow, if I had to do a big run or something, I still couldn't even think in my head, oh, what are you gonna eat? I'd probably just get rice and chicken like I always do, but I suppose you're probably fucking sick of hearing that by now.
Well, no, hey, fair enough. I don't know, maybe. Well, actually, no. In fairness, I do remember what I was like to be your age, and I do remember actually like every Saturday night had to make sure eat the same fuck. Now, I could maybe have a Chinese on the Saturday night, but a bit dodgy. Had to just keep an eye on everything. But at least if I had the Chinese on a Saturday night during the day, you'd have to have your pasta or apples and bananas and the porridge in the morning. Had to. So then at least you could get away with the Chinese on the Saturday night. But then again, the higher up level I went, it was more at stake. And like I was older than you now in this stage. So it was like, no, Peter, you got it. No, you can't fuck around. Can't fuck around. So it was actually more based on like fruit and veg and just water. Water.
Hmm.
For me.
Yeah, like it's a simple out game now. In fairness, when you play it right, like it's all like everyone, as I said, like everyone kind of realistically knows what you should and shouldn't be eating. So I try not to complicate it too much, and I like eating a bit of shite, but I'm gonna try and avoid it this evening because probably have you kind of have to balance eating shite with obviously like exercising and doing the right thing. So I feel like that balance is probably tipping a bit this week. So I'm gonna hold off on treating myself now for the next day or two. Then I'll horse into now for Christmas.
Fucking damn right, man. Damn
Bang.
right. Do you have much time off for Christmas?
Basically, I'm off college, like, so not that I was fucking doing that when I was in there, but yeah. So I've that off, and then I'm working Saturday and Christmas Eve, but it's grand. I'm off at 6 Christmas Eve. I'll probably go for a pint tomorrow night. Yeah, that's Friday. Go for a pint tomorrow, I'd say pint or two. Nothing mad. Like then Saturday I'll be working till 10. So Christmas Eve, then I'll just come home and probably eat a box of chocolates or whatever in the fucking press. Like then Christmas Day, then you know yourself, it's a fucking free for all. So God knows there's not gonna be anything left in the house after Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And Stephen's Day, I'll recover.
Yeah, fucking hell, man. And come here. Actually, I was going to say to you, I was actually dying to talk about this. Have you seen Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad?
No, I haven't seen it, but no, I haven't seen it.
Fuck me, you're killing me, dude. You're killing me. You haven't seen both.
No, I've seen because the first one rings a bell. I've heard of Breaking Bad, but the first one rang a bell, but didn't ring enough of the bell for me to ring it. I mean to listen to it.
Breaking Bad is the most unbelievable fucking TV program of all time, and Better Call Saul. In fact, most people say Breaking Bad, but I don't know. And they're both actually connected to each other. They got the same characters in both, and the same backstory and origin story, and it's fun. And it's number one on IMDb. If anybody knows what IMDb is, the Internet Movie Database, it's number one. And it was like number 2 or 3, I think, for a couple of years, and now it's number 1, which is a fucking unbelievable. It's almost like IMDb top 250 programs is the Hall of Fame for this shit. It's incredible. You have to watch Breaking Bad, Dan. Get the girlfriend, sit down, and fucking watch it. It's unbelievable.
It's a good few series though, isn't there? I probably wouldn't have time. There's a fucking heap of series in it.
Doesn't matter. Fuck it. Just get an hour here and there. You don't have to fucking watch the whole shit, man, in one fucking weekend. What's wrong with you? Man, come on. You can get this shit done. You can get this shit done.
I don't know with a show like that suit me. I like the very like laid back comedy. I feel like you have to tune in to understand all of that kind of style. I don't think that style of show suits me. Hate to offend you now, but
Well, you're not offending me. I don't give a fuck whether you like it or not. No, I just think no, fair enough though. I know you kind of like the easy watching, but okay. So what do you like? What do you watch? What's your favorite program of all time?
favorite pro. I don't really have any like mad front runners, but like I like the kind of the like Family Guy. like the likes of The Simpsons. The
Okay.
kind of things that people would watch when they're fucking high, like BoJack Horseman and stuff. Haven't watched BoJack Horseman in a while. You ever seen that? That's funny.
I've never
It's kind
even
of
heard of this. What?
yeah. BoJack Horseman is like it's a show about a horse. Like he had like it's basically like it's obviously an animated fucking show, but it's
Okay.
about a horse like who lives in Hollywood, and like he had a show back in the 90s, and it's kind of like the aftermath of like fame, and he's kind of a borderline addict, and he's also he's a bit mentally unstable and stuff like that, and it's a bit deep, but it's kind of funny as well. Like it's kind of both. Like it's I don't know what the genre you'd call it. It's kind of mix of comedy and kind of coming of age, maybe. I don't know what the fuck. It's probably something other genre, but I like stuff. I don't know. Something about animated stuff. I don't know. I think it's just funny. So stuff.
Dramedy, comedy and drama together. Dramedy.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. And I like the Irish stuff as well. So I suppose anything that's kind of like a bit funny and not like kind of laid back. Yeah. So I think anything too kind of actiony probably wouldn't suit me now.
Man, I can't believe. Like, do you know? Or did I? I don't know this for a fact, but how long has Simpsons been going on? 30. Is there 30 seasons or something? It's like 30 years. I presume a season a year equals 30 seasons, right?
Yeah.
That fucker who, like Homer Simpson, who does, I think he does like what, 6 or 7, or maybe not 6, 7, but he does multiple voices on The Simpsons. The guy
Yeah.
was on like about, I remember this. I grew up with The Simpsons, and now you grew up with The Simpsons. We're 2 generations apart here, and you're still growing up with this stuff. Unbelievable. And yet, the main guy for Homer, apparently he was on, again, apparently, like 600 grand an episode. God only knows. Is this still actually going right now?
I think I would have heard if it stopped, but it's very hard to know because I never really get up to new episodes because if they're ever on RTE, like I just watch the ones that are on. So I don't know. No, I think it is. I think we would have heard if it was discontinued.
Hang on, do you know what? I'm just Googling this as we speak. Is The Simpsons, what am I asking? Is The Simpsons still going? The 34th season premiered on September 15, 2022. 34. Geez. On January 26, 23, the series was renewed for its 35th and 36th season, taking the show through to the 2024 to the 25 television season.
Class.
Holy shit. That's got to be the most longest lasting program of all time. It has to be.
Just look up. How long is Family Guy? Family Guy's going long as well.
Hang on. How long is Family Guy been on? Family Guy. Hang on. When did Family Guy start? Is this still actually going?
Family Guy. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
1999. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, not as much, but not as far. But
that's unbelievable. That's
2 institutions.
My God. I tell you, man, if you want to be an actor, that's the bread and butter now for you. Being in a cartoon that lasts that long. Incredible.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Fucking stable job, isn't it?
Jesus Christ. Like, I wouldn't say they're billionaires, but like, they're in they must be in the hundreds of millions, unless they're sniffing up their fucking nose or something.
Yeah, well, Seth MacFarlane now has a good job going. He's American Dad as well, and I think he probably has other stuff. I think he does have another show.
Actually, I want to check that out.
He's not too slow now.
Oh, I'd say not. Hang on, let's see how much is Seth MacFarlane worth. Let's see. Well, probably gives a bullshit thing on Google now. Let's be honest. Is Seth MacFarlane quit Family Guy? How much? Here we go. All right, this was in. Hang on. That's not giving us the date. Oh, it is September 22nd, September 23. So he continued to make waves with hits like Ted 2 in 2015 and A Million Ways to Die in the West. All right, I just saw a million here now. Let's look now. This guy must be worth just insane fucking money.
Yeah.
No, it's
He actually isn't in that many movies, though.
no, he hasn't, has he?
No.
Actually, he does quite a lot of voices, doesn't he, McFarlane?
He does. He does. Peter. Does he do Lois? He does a lot of them.
Oh, hang on. Now, this is according to some other website. Of course, we'll just assume that it's right for now. This thing's worth what? 300 million?
Jesus.
Here,
He'd have to be.
dude. I actually reckon he's probably worth more than that. He's been around a long fucking time. He's Family Guy, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
So yearly income. So if he's 25 million, and what do we say Family Guy was? What, 1999 was it?
Yeah.
The 25 million. 25. Oh, that's.
He's around a while.
No. Hang on. That's 25 million multiplied by 10 for 10 years is 250 million. Then
It might be the same every year now, is the only thing. It's probably variable. Like, I'd say the only real accurate figure is the one they give you in total. Like, that figure they gave you there. I know it might be 300 million, but that's probably more accurate than assuming he gets the same every year. But he's around a while, that for.
They're saying net worth in 23, 330 million, 22, 305, 21, 280, 220, 260, 290, 240. Jesus Christ.
He's only getting up.
Jesus Christ. The guy's got to be close. No, then again, he's obviously got fucking expenses and bills. Of course he does, but some serious money there, boy. Some serious fucking money.
Oh, stop.
Unbelievable. Actually, do you know what? I should have got a couple of shots here for this. Fuck.
You should have, yeah. Oh, where you're going to a pub in Cork, are you?
No, I'm in the studio right now.
Oh no, I said you're going to a pub in Cork.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll go to. I said the boys meet them at what time? And 45 minutes.
Oh, that's bad.
Either way, be grand. I'll text them when I'm drunk, or text them when I'm drunk. I text them when I'm done. Be grand. I get fucking nicely loaded here now. I should have got some fucking shots.
Shots of what?
I don't know. I did at the same time. I want to get fucked up, but at the same time, I want to be at least people who actually understand what we're saying here. Now, yeah, maybe I fucking pussied out here, man. Yeah, I think this is the man who's going in for the kill here, guys. Dan the man is going in for the fucking killer. I pussied out, I think. Did I? I fucking did.
Well, in fairness, it was me who came in with the wine, so I don't think either of us now are coming in too strong. I'll see. I'll have a bit of this for Christmas. I might have an Alcifa now just to warm up the lungs.
Oh, Jägermeister, that'll fucking warm me up. Oh, come here. And by the way, actually, do you know what? I tell you, man. I'd say it was about like 10 years ago, and we had this massive Christmas party. If anybody wants the remedy for a cold or a flu, especially the flu, I know everybody has like, oh yeah, the hot toddies are the way to go. Yeah, whatever. I heard all this bullshit before. All of a sudden, there was a massive fucking excitement for this big fucking 12 pubs of Christmas we're going to do. So anyway, the day comes, I come down with the flu. I'm like, oh, fuck me. So anyway, I had to go up to my dad's company. I just had to drop something into one of the lads, and I had to leave. So even though I'm dying with the fucking flu, so he goes, are you all right? I'm like, yeah, no, I'm just kind of dying with the flu. And he kind of goes, yep. Anything else all right? I was like, well, yeah, no, I'm just a bit kind of fucking depressed because there's a huge night out going on tonight. He goes, what, you got the flu? Yeah. Huh. And he literally points the finger at me, goes, winks. I got the cure for you now, boy. You be grand tonight, boy. I went, oh, yeah, okay. Whatever. So next thing he goes, a hot toddies. I went, yeah, I know, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I've heard all the bullshit before, blah, blah, blah. He goes, have you ever had them, though? I went, well, no. Well, how do you know so? I went, well, he goes, what else do you have to lose? Do you really want to go out tonight? You know, I would give everything. Are you on something to try and get rid of it? I went, yeah. Is it working? No, not yet anyway. Well, do you want the quick fix? Yeah, fuck it. Went home, had about 3 or 4 hot toddies. Felt like $1,000,000. It was like everybody was my best friend. It was so warm in the body. It was beautiful. It was gorgeous. Oh, and I just went out for the night. And the next morning, flu was gone. Done.
Jesus. And what is a hot toddy?
You don't know a hot toddy, dude?
No, I don't.
Jesus Christ. Are we that fucking old that I'm that fucking ancient that I'm giving you fucking the old folk stories? Christ.
You must be. What is it? What it was, isn't it?
Fucking must be the old fella here. So hot toddies are literally hot whiskey. In other words, shot of whiskey, boil the kettle, put it in. So then you got a hot whiskey, right?
Yeah.
So you got whiskey, hot water. Now I like the whiskey, hot water, and 2 sugars. Now a proper hot whiskey, as people say in the commercial, as in you got the hot whiskey or the hot water, whiskey, couple of what's it, cloves and garlic, all this stuff, and brown sugar and all this sort of stuff. I don't like that bollocks, but yeah, these things, I swear to God, these things are fucking unbelievable. They fucking cure your fucking flu, and you wake up the next morning, you might feel a little bit kind of like, oh, I'm a little bit weird, but nope. In the last 10, 15 years since that man told me about hot whiskeys, this is no bullshit on a podcast. This is no fucking bullshit. And if anybody knows me and they're listening to this, they'll vouch for me on this one. I've been saying this for fucking 10 years. Hot fucking whiskey and water, but you have to have the water and the whiskey, and I think two sugars. Maybe you want the other extra little bits, fair enough, but you have to have the whiskey but the hot water as well. And you have that, a lot of the flu will be gone. And if you drink at least maybe a half a naggin to a naggin of it in the night, depending on how bad you are, flu gone in the morning. It kills the germs. And this guy that told me about the hot whiskeys, he was a real kind of old school folklore Irish guy. And like this guy would predict the weather tomorrow, but just looking up in the fucking sky, right? He was like Russell Crowe, like throwing blowing sand in it, or rubbing the sand in his fucking hands in Gladiator back in the day in that movie. Like this guy was like, all right, maybe this guy's got something. I tell you, man, hot whiskey's the way to go with the flu.
Yeah, I had a hot whiskey once. I don't know, was it? I don't know what was actually in it. I just know there was whiskey in it because you could fucking taste it. But yeah, I don't. I wouldn't get too adventurous now with my drink now. Like, what are you on tonight now? Just Bulmers?
Well, just Bulmers for now. And do you know what? I'm actually kind of regretting that I didn't get fucking more like mixers. But
yeah,
I have to say now, I was a little bit kind of like, oh, I want to make sure that I'm actually fucking speaking English on the podcast.
yeah.
So forgive me if I'm am I slurring words or anything here?
No, you're not. I'm actually surprised you're not. Actually,
Oh, really?
no, not so. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know you were drinking only for you have a pint in your hand.
Get the fuck out of here.
Honestly.
Ah, Jesus. Okay, we have to do this again. So another drinking session sometime.
Yeah, but
I want the challenge.
ideally, but ideally it would have been done by. So, like, let's say now, obviously, this would probably never happen. But like, let's say we were both happened to be out on a separate night out or something, or if because I wasn't actually drinking today, so like it would have taken me a lot of time by the time we started to get drinking. Because I came out at 8 o'clock and I just poured myself a fucking quarter glass of wine just because I fucking hate the taste of it, so I have to pour quarters at a time. And then I got the fucking, what else did I do then? I poured something else, rosé or something. So it'd take a while for me to actually get locked, but you start feeling wine after a while. It's because it's strong shit.
It is. Actually, hang on.
Very strong shit.
Give me 1 sec there now. Actually, Dan, just keep the thing going. Let me just see if I got another drink here now. I actually want. I want to mix this shit.
Mix it with what?
I don't know. Hang on. Let me just 2 secs. 2 secs. Oh, for fuck's sake! I don't know. I don't. Because actually, no. I actually remember. I remember my buddy gave me. Actually, hang on a sec there now. See, now I've got fucking. I remember my buddy gave me a Christmas present of sherry or some shit last year.
Oh, sherry. Oh,
Yeah, and I don't drink sherry. I'm like, dude, I don't drink sherry, but thanks. And he goes, "Are you gonna drink it this year?" I'm like, "All right, okay, but fuck it. I should have brought a shot. I should have brought a shot. Anyway, not to worry. Not to worry.
mm.
But I tell you, dude. So come here. How's the girlfriend?
Grand. Can't complain. No.
Man, I tell you, on my dating profile here, there's been a lot of fucking stress about buying the girlfriend or boyfriend the Christmas present. And like,
Yeah, I think a lot of that stuff gets very kind of over exaggerated. Like realistically, like it's not that fucking hard. Like nothing's that hard. In fairness, like obviously I know it might be tough to buy for women sometimes because some of them are a bit fucking picky. But I think it gets over exaggerated. I think it's just people who panic too much. Like I think if you really thought about what someone wanted, you probably would think of something. That's just my opinion.
yeah, well, I was saying like, there. Well, what was it again the other day? There was quite a few posts on social media about Christmas and what do you get a girl, and oh yeah, that was the one. There's this guy. He is going out with a girl, and the girl's a millionaire, and she's got every fucking thing she wants, and he's kind of like, oh fuck me, what do I get? So he said, look, can you ask the ladies here what any suggestions, any ideas for something that a girl that has everything she needs? And he goes, I'm thinking about getting a book. And he goes, like, what kind of book? I think that's what it was anyway. And then the girl's like, oh, no, 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 don't get her a book. Don't, Jesus Christ, don't get her a book. A book is very personal to a woman. And that was like the comments now. And then the girls were like, no, fuck the book. Get her a massage. But I was thinking, geez, well, like, well, like, surely if she's got all the money in the world, she can get any fucking massage in the world. And then but she can get any fucking book in the world. Now, I have to say,
That's true.
yeah, thank you. No, for any women listening to this, by the way, this is what us men think here. Two men here. Go on, go. Sorry.
But like if you're like doesn't matter how much money you have, like if you're a millionaire, you could buy like say like that's like saying if I buy like a skincare set for someone. That doesn't mean that they can't afford it. Like buying a Christmas present isn't about getting something for someone that they can't afford. Like if she's a millionaire and he's not, I highly fucking doubt there's anything he can get that she can't get herself. So it's kind of just about getting her a present she likes, not getting something she can't afford. Because it's like it's not like it's. I suppose people do think, oh, can I not get? Well, not get them something that they won't get themselves, but like maybe get them something they would want to get themselves, but haven't got around to it yet. I think people look for the unattainable sometimes, where it's actually simple enough most of the time. But obviously, there is exceptions when people are picky as fuck, and you actually can't pick something for them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a fucking bit of a shitty situation for whether you're a woman who's gone out with a guy who's got all the money and a man who's gone out with a woman who's got all the money. Like, what do you do in this situation? That's fucked.
Well, I suppose it suppose it depends how long you know them. Like if you know them and you know what they like I know that they probably do say like obviously about people who have more money, they're gonna possibly have higher expectations. But in the end of the day, if they're gonna start causing a fucking row or saying that they don't like their Christmas present because it's not of high enough quality for them, then you might have a slight problem on your hands. Like so, I suppose like everything will come through in the end. Like you'll kind of see any little flaws anyone has in that kind of way, you'll see in the end. But like I wouldn't fancy buying for a fucking millionaire. I can tell you that. I'm very glad now I'm not associated with any millionaires, and I'm probably not going to be associated with any millionaires anytime soon either. But I'm just glad I could not have. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fucking hard, man. That's fucking
Only
hard.
thing is, he'll get a fucking nice present.
Yeah. Poor and you know what? The poor bastard. Like she's probably feeling weird as in like, oh, I really want to get him this, and she'll feel great about it, but all of a sudden he's gonna feel guilty or something, and like, oh god, oh god. Do you know? Like
Yeah,
we're like that. See, this is the problem with giving. Sometimes, where do you go with this? Because some people can't handle getting something from somebody. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. But I think in the end of the day, that's kind of their fault, though. I mean, not their fault, but I think that's
100%,
their
100% their fault. 100%.
yeah. That's on them. I don't think that's. I think a lot of people try to hold other people's stuff. Like you know, in the end of the day, like if you want to get someone a present, not your fault that they're not. You know, if they feel under pressure to get you a better thing back, and that puts them under pressure, and they don't know what to get you, and they're all over the place. That's not really your fault. Like it's kind of up to them. Like everyone if you're getting a present for them, they're getting a present for you. It's two separate situations. So like it's up to them to you know, to get something half decent and not shit themselves when you get them a good present.
And the odds of us being fucking human beings is 400 trillion to 1, even though people are like, yeah, whatever, I'm gonna fuck. But yet, if you say to somebody, oh, listen, you've got a 100 to 1 chance of winning the lotto tonight, people still go, which is obviously not true. They go, yeah, well, I'm not going to be the fucking one in the 100 anyway. Fuck that, no, not a fucking hope. And yet, they'd still have a little bit more, I don't know, hope or negativity, but yet they'll rule out the 400 trillion to 1 fucking odds. We should all be fucking grateful for what we have. Grateful.
Yeah, and that's kind of hard to see sometimes. You're obviously as a human, you're obviously going to see the worst problem in front of you. Which, like in fairness, our worst problems aren't that bad compared to people who are, you know, starving or getting shot at.
Yeah. And you know what? Can I just say, and by the way, I'm including myself here when I say this, it's because we are all a bunch of dickhead, unappreciative shitheads.
That's the way the human mind works, Peter. Unfortunately,
Yep.
sad, but that's just never going to change. That's psychology.
Yep. Unless we train our minds too. And by the way, actually, Tony Robbins, do you know about Tony Robbins? Do you know him?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got this thing called Tony Robbins priming on YouTube. Lad, it's 15 minutes a day. It's fucking incredible. It would change your fucking mind on a lot of things. Now, obviously, there's a lot of people that have got it way worse than us. And actually, we should actually remember that we got shit a lot way worse than us. Way worse than us.
Yeah. It's just sometimes it's hard to remember that. You know, like people probably need to see the perspective or need to see it in front of their eyes to actually appreciate. That's just the way the mind works. And I think people they do know deep down that they're kind of lucky, you know, but it's just tough to what's the word? Refocus yourself onto that every day. Because in fairness, most people, unless you're a fucking dole merchant, you're probably busy. So like you're kind of fucking racing around all day doing stuff, especially this time of year. So you probably haven't time to stop and think, oh, I'm grateful for having a house and grateful for having food on the table. And some people don't. It's kind of tough to actually imagine not having all that stuff as well, because you've probably most of your life you've had that stuff. So I suppose it is very like, you know, you need a lot of strength in your mind to be able to think about that.
Yeah, I think so too, man. I think so too. And actually, I bought Arnold Schwarzenegger's new book called Be Useful. It's fucking brilliant, man. It's fucking brilliant. I've only just started it now and I'm going to read it over Christmas. But like his dad, like, I don't know if you saw did you see the Netflix documentary? It's called Arnold.
No.
Oh, man, this is a fucking excellent fucking thing. His dad was a Nazi in World War II, an actual Nazi, right?
Oh.
Yeah, and Schwarzenegger he was just too young to be a Hitler Youth, and like, but at the end of the day, his dad always said to me, you maybe have your dad saying, "Hey, listen, Peter, Dan, do something or whatever." His dad just said to me, he goes, "Arnold, be useful." In others to other people. And it opened up everything. And like in this documentary, and I'm telling you, man, anybody that's listening to either one of our podcasts here, you should watch the fucking Netflix documentary Arnold. It's fucking unreal. It's amazing. The guy is the most amazing guy on this fucking planet for me, and I think what is it? 7-time world champion, the greatest of all time. What do you call him? Bodybuilder or the
Is it Mr. Olympia? I'm not. I think
yeah.
it's Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, whatever it is, but he's 7-time world. No one will ever come close to him, I'd say. And then he goes on to be a major Hollywood movie star, then to governor of California. That's fucking incredible. That's incredible. It's like being the GOAT in 3 different things in one lifetime. It's unbelievable. And like in the documentary, you see that like he's his most happiest when he's actually helping disabled children. And he's trying to get them to or I think, is it the Special Olympics or disabled? Think of it as both, but he's trying to help them. And he said it was the most happiest thing he's ever done in his life. It's just fucking incredible. Fucking incredible.
Yeah, no, I must watch that actually. I didn't know Zola was a Nazi now. Fucking Nazi. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Jesus.
And sure, even when I from Formula One and motor racing, I used to grow up watching Max Mosley, this guy called Max Mosley, and Bernie Ecclestone, and all these guys. These guys who like literally ran Formula One when I was watching Formula One, Ayrton Senna, and all these guys, Michael Schumacher, like. And Max Mosley has a documentary on Netflix as well. I think it's called Mosley, or maybe it's gone out. I don't know, but his dad was a Nazi as well.
Really?
Yeah. Now, to be fair, right, and you know what? Maybe some people will fucking go, who the fuck are you, dickhead Peter Walsh? But I've watched a lot of World War II shit. Are you into World War II stuff?
No.
Fair enough. I've watched a lot of the stuff. And a lot of the quote Nazi guys, the troops, didn't actually want to fucking fight. It was either that or get killed or prison, and they didn't know what the fuck to do at the time. They were like, oh, what the fuck? No, I'm not saying the guys in the concentration camps, they were a different fucking breed. And the SS fuckers, bunch of fucking, well, cunts. But the general soldiers, and I used to have a race engineer who he was from Northern Ireland. I'm not going to say his name, but his dad was in on D-Day. You know, D-Day. He was on the beach.
Yeah.
Invaded the beach, and my old race engineer told me the story. Literally, they raided the beach, got onto the beach. Himself and his best friend were tag teaming up to the fucking beach. His best friend had the machine gun in the hand. His dad looked around to the left, looked back within like 1 second, boom, the best friend dead. Then he had to literally take over the machine gun and start firing because otherwise he could die. He actually survived D-Day. And he said that at the same time, though, he goes, like, a lot of people don't know and don't realize that a lot of the Nazis, quote, Nazis, actually didn't want to fucking fight. Didn't want to do it. They were forced into this shit. And apparently that my race engineer's dad actually was like going on the piss with Nazis during World War II. In other words, the Allies and the Nazis would bump each other during the nighttime, and like everybody didn't want to fucking kill each other. They were like, no, fuck this. And they literally just, hey guys, like, hey, we're okay. And they literally start drinking with each other. Well,
mad shit altogether.
A lot of people don't know that stuff. A lot of people.
Yeah. Peter, I'm gonna let you go because I'm gonna fucking fall asleep here. Fucking.
Which one?
It must be the bottle of wine. It must be not a bottle of wine. I fucking had a glass. I had 2 glasses of it, and then a bottle of the rosé.
I should be the one that's falling asleep here, man. You're a fucking lightweight, Dan. Come on.
Oh, I know that. I've admitted that many times. I know it's not one of my prouder traits.
Jesus fucking Christ, Dan, you're killing me here, man. You're killing me.
I'll work on it for next time.
You're working on it for next time. Yes,
I promise.
Yes. Oh, and by the way, when's this going out on your podcast? What date do you know yet? Or
Probably before Christmas. But yeah, before Christmas Day. Oh Jesus, yeah, before Christmas Day.
Cool. Well, this is gonna on the 28th on mine. So if there's anybody out there, and actually, I want to say this as well. For me, anybody that's listening to my podcast. Sorry, no, not Dan's. My podcast. If you're not, I love you guys. Happy Christmas, and listen. Hopefully, me and Dan just fucking have a bit of banter tonight. You're kind of, if you're alone at home, gives a bit of bit of banter for the night, and hopefully, yeah. Anyway, that's all I want to say.
Yeah, that's a good message, Peter. I'll mirror that.
Is it a good message? Is it a good message? I hope.
Yeah, that's a good message. Considering you're fucking 6 Bulmers in, that's a good message.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Listen, guys. Okay. Well, hang on. Yeah. Oh, happy Christmas to everybody on Dan's side. This will go out into my side after Christmas. But happy New Year to everybody. And Dan, happy Christmas, my man.
Happy Christmas, Peter, and a happy New
Year,
Year,
my man. And by the way, we're gonna do plenty more in 2024.
I'm taking a break for the start of 2024, but the after May or June, definitely.
Oh, are you how many months are you taking
there? I'm gonna try and sell a bit of merch. What?
No, sorry, go on.
I'm probably April, probably up until April, May, I'd say.
Okay.
Taking out a break, so I've been flat out this year, so I just said fuck it. Take a break, chill out for a bit.
Well, even fucking better. Have our fucking Christmas fucking thing, and I'll have you back on the fucking thing, baby. Yeah. Guys, love you and leave you. Happy Christmas, Happy New Year. Love you, Dan. And we will talk soon.
Right, Peter. Mind yourself.
See you there, man.
Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye.